Chapter 7, Into the Woods. Woohoo! Let me get this straight. You and Mr. O'Malley played detective at the docks and turned up a solid tip on Kate's whereabouts? Chief Walsh could have done the same if he bothered to try. According to your source, she'd be sighted in the woods near Crescent Lake. Right, a man was with her, and it sounded like she'd been drugged. I thought she was drunk. So what did you and Mr. R. O'Malley do next? Is that even a question? We got there as fast as we could. And that's when things really went downhill. Oh no, what are we gonna see? No, the Vale of Secrets. Secrets. Alright, here we go. We might get dragged for our outfit when we see that lady again. Alright, we got the mysterious music on. You and Flynn raced down the docks, leaving your tipster behind. If Kate's kidnapper was dragging her through the woods and she could barely stand, maybe he stashed her somewhere nearby. She could still be there, alone, terrified. I need to get to the lake, now. You put your hand on Flynn's chest, stopping him in his tracks. Whoa there, slow down a second. I'm worried about Kate too, but we have no idea what might be waiting for us out there. It's too risky. We need backup. Backup? What is this? Some type of TV cop drama? We don't have time for that. Flynn swats your hand away. Out of my way. I'm going for her with or without you. He gonna get us in trouble. He stalks off toward his motorcycle. Not him about to leave us. Flynn, okay, I just think this through or you'll be putting Kate in danger. He might get mad if we say just think this through. I really want to just say just think this through. There's no time for that. Every second counts. I know that's right. Think through what we know about the kidnapper. They were willing to risk getting caught by any number of people at the wedding. Then they drugged Kate, hauled her out to the lake in her wedding gown, which they had to know would be recognizable. So, what's your point? Whoever did this thought it through, planned every step, which is already scary. But even worse, they're not afraid of getting caught, which means they could do anything. Yeah, because if they're part of the Sterling family or a close friend of the Sterlings, they're not gonna mind getting caught because the Sterlings got their back and they can just erase it. Like nothing's gonna happen to them. Flynn sighs, gazing out at the water past the docks. You're right. I just keep thinking about Tanner's body, all that blood. Whoever did that must have really hated him, and that person has my sister. I get that, but that's exactly why we need to be smart about this. Fine, back up. Did you have someone in mind? Because I'm not sure if you noticed, Chief Walsh isn't exactly on our side. If we tell him, he'll probably just run interference to keep us away from the scene. Trust me, I'm staying far away from Walsh and his puppet Duffy. But I think we can trust Naomi. Seriously? You want me to put my sister's life in the hands of a cop? She found Scarlett's bracelet, and we discovered the tire tracks in the woods together. Plus, I've been in contact with her this entire time, and she hasn't sided with Walsh yet. I trust her, Flynn. I guess if you trust her, then I trust her. Give her a call. You pull out your phone and dial Naomi. She picks up immediately. Naomi, I'm at the docks with Flynn. We just got a huge lead, and we need your help. I shouldn't even be saying this, but what have you got? Is Walsh around? Because if he gets wind of this... Oh god, no. He headed home hours ago. But don't worry, he's got his deputies working overtime on the important stuff, like photocopying Walsh's or Walsh for sheriff's poster. Wow, just wow. That dude sucks. Well, the upside is I'm more than happy to call it quits for the night. Where are you? I'll meet you there. Down at the docks, Flynn and I found a legitimate lead. You stay on the phone with Naomi, catching her up on all the new developments. 10 minutes later, she pulls up alongside you. Dang, you move fast. Benefits of a small town, nothing's more than 10 minutes away. Besides, if what your informant said is true, it's our best lead yet. We need to follow it up immediately. Yeah, we figured that part out already. Now can we go find Kate? Whoa, slow down for a second. I'm not so sure heading out to the woods is the right move. And why is that? For one thing, it's dark. We could miss something important, or even destroy evidence by accident. The three of you gaze up at the moonless sky. Anywhere not lit up by a street lamp is bathed in inky shadows. Good point. We never would have spotted those tire tracks on a night like this. They ain't got no moon. That's why God invented flashlights. I'm also hoping that I'm the only one with a gun. She looks at you, then Flynn. You both nod, confirming her suspicion. Oh, she thought we had a gun. This could be dangerous. If things turn violent, you guys might not be safe. Look, I get it. This isn't the most cautious way to play it. But we're talking about my sister. I can't risk something happening to her while we wait for perfect circumstances. As far as I'm concerned, either come with me or stay out of my way. Naomi, I'm with Flynn on this one. Kate's life could be at stake. Oh, yeah. Fine, I understand. But we're not wait, hasn't it been 24 hours? Yeah, it's been 24 hours. Okay. But we're not taking the squad car. It might tip off whoever has Kate. Besides, this isn't exactly official police business. Right, we gotta stay strapped. Right, I'll drive. You walk over to your rental and click the key to unlock the doors. Who rides shotgun? Flynn's my wingman or the gal with the gun? Probably the person with the gun. I don't really care if it upsets Flynn. The only sensible choice. Oops. Lord, hold on. Whatever you say. Naomi heads towards the passenger seat, shooting you a sly smile as she gets in. Oh yeah, because we flirted with her too. Oh, I hope this doesn't get messy. Because we've been flirting our way through this whole game. Much appreciated. For you, anytime. Oh no. It's about to go down, y'all. It's about to go down. The three of you drive. Wait, yeah, okay. The three of you drive to Crescent Lake. It's so dark out, you have to flip on your high beams just to see the road. So, how's Walsh going to feel about you looking into this with us? Oh, he'll be monumentally pissed, which is why we'd better find something huge enough that even he can't ignore. You're welcome to bow out if you're too worried about the boss man getting angry with you. Right, so you can just start beating on the first guy you see? Oh, sorry, remind me who's turned up all the real leads in this case? Was it us or the petty fascists to pass for cops in this town? Flynn, Naomi is here to help. Spare me, Flynn, just because you can't handle authority. The authority in this town is that rat Tommy Walsh. If it were up to him, he'd just let my sister die. That's what you want me to handle? Of course not. Why do you think I'm here? Not them fighting. Flynn pauses, taking that in, and nods. You're right. Sorry. I'm just seriously on edge right now. I understand, and don't worry. We're gonna find your sister. About that, I know where we're headed, but what exactly is our plan? We'll search the location for any signs of Kate. If we don't find anything, I'll head back to the station and put in an official request for a full search party tomorrow. And if we do find something, we do it by the book. I call it in to the station before we engage. Everyone clear on that? Ooh, that's totally reasonable, or that's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Excuse me? Look, I know coming out here is a big risk for you, but this is my friend we're talking about, Flynn's sister. If we find a clue to where she is, I'm not waiting around for Walsh to give us all the clear. Dang straight. Look, you called me, but because you needed my help. That means you play by my rules. Just because this is unorthodox, that doesn't change the fact that I'm an officer of the law, and that means you are, yeah. But before she could finish, you hear an engine revving behind you. As you wind your way down the narrow forest path, a car swings into the road behind you, riding your bumper. What the HE double hockey sticks is this car doing? The car flicks its high beams, then slams into the back of the car. Whoa. What's happening? The car rear ends you again, harder this time. Your car lurches forward. They're hitting us on purpose. Wait, the car, it looks like a dusk Avalon. The car plows into you again. You fight to keep control of the car as it fishtails to the side. Ah! Momentum overtakes you, and the car starts to spin out. I hit the gas, slam the brakes, turn to spin, turn away from the spin, turn away from the spin. No, you have to turn into the spin. I thought about it, but it was too quick. But it's too late. You lose control of the car. As you struggle to regain control, the Avalon plows into you, smashing your car clean over the embankment. Everybody hang on. The car plummets down through the dark underbrush. A tree rushes towards you, and then... Oh, my bad. I thought about N. I was staring at N, but I was like, hold on, wait. I don't know. There's a tremendous crash, an explosion of ripping metal, branches snapping, the thuds of your bodies against the car. Oh, if we gotta redo this, we're gonna redo this. Everything goes dark, silent. You float in the void, weightless, lost, with no sense of time or place. Finally, you hear someone calling you as if from very far away. Jamario! What? Jamario, come on, come back to me. You blink, head throbbing at the effort, and see Jamario? Naomi? Oh, thank God you're alive. Can you move? You squint your eyes shut, focusing all your attention on the effort of lifting your arm. Thankfully, it responds. Yes, I can move, I think. Let me help you out. With Naomi's help, you half slide out the driver's side window. Once you're out, you take in the wreckage. Oh man, your car is on its side. A fallen tree buckling the roof. Dang. Naomi stares up the hill. You just tumbled down, eyes fixed on the highway overhead. No sign of the Avalon. It must have sped off after driving us off the road. How did they find us? They tried to murder us. How did they? Well, I mean, she don't know. They tried to murder us. We could have, I mean, if things gone differently, we could have died. And they're still out there. They could come back. Where's Flynn at? Hey, breathe, okay? Relax. We're okay. We survived. That's what matters. Naomi reaches out to take your hand. Eventually, your breaths come more evenly, and your heartbeat slows down to near normal. No one ever tried to kill me before. Believe me, they'll pay for it. What about Flynn? He's injured, but I think he's okay. Naomi gestures to the back of the car. The door is caved in and you see Flynn inside, his chest rising and falling slowly. Flynn calls out from the inside of the car, muffled and weak. Help, please. Oh no! I'm going to need your help getting him out. Do you think you're up to it? Does anything feel majorly wrong? You check yourself for major injuries, but everything seems more or less okay. I think I'm okay, more or less. Then let's get this door off. You and Naomi set to work on the crumpled car, using a tree branch to help you pry it away. The thanks. You help Flynn climb out. He tries to stand, then immediately slumps down against the car. Alright, you climb out. Oh, you help Flynn climb out. He tries to stand, then immediately slips down against the car. Are you okay? I'll be fine. We gotta keep going. Oh, he was our muscle, y'all. He was supposed to beat people up. So I wonder if she sat in the back seat, would she be hurt? You notice a jagged gash on his leg. He's clutching one arm against his chest protectively, wincing every few seconds. Flynn, that looks bad. It's nothing, I'm fine. Kate, we gotta find Kate. The only thing you need to find is a hospital bed. You take out your phone to call 911, but there's no service. Oh no. No bars, of course not. Naomi roots around the wreckage. I found a first aid kit. It's not much, but... Are we gonna patch him up? Or she? I mean, she has a training, right? Patch him up? Okay, we're gonna patch him up. Come on, we don't have time for this. Let's get back on track to look for Kate. Sir, please, we can't do nothing if you hurt. Flynn, you're seriously beat up. You drop down to look at his leg. His pant leg is soaked with blood from a long vertical gash. That looks deep. I've had worse. Oh my god. Enough with the tough guy act. You've got to let me clean and dress it. I told you there's no time. Flynn takes a step forward and stumbles whimsically, slowly, painfully. He lowers himself to the ground. Are you gonna let me help you now? Fine, just be quick. Like, we could have been did it if he wasn't up there whining. You reach into the first aid kit for a pair of scissors and you use it to cut his jeans away from the wound. I think something's stuck here. Just what you always hope to hear about your open leg wound. Sorry, this is gonna hurt. With tweezers, you pluck out splinters of metal and glass from Flynn's leg. Dang it. Almost done. You take a towel from the kit, soak it in antiseptic, and clean the wound. You finish cleaning the wound, slather in an antibiotic ointment, and begin to wrap it in gauze. Flynn sighs, slumping back against a tree. Thanks, Jamario, that feels better. You smile up at him. The look in his eyes has softened. Where'd you learn how to do this? I just do what comes naturally, or I used to volunteer at the hospital. Let's do that. That sounds about right. And then here on your way home, you saved a few kittens from trees, right? Maybe chased down a couple of muggers. Just as soon as I got the old lady safely across the street, I'm basically a hero. Looks that way to me. I'm glad these people don't get jealous in this game, because we really been flirting with the both of these people. How about you, huh? You seem pretty cavalier about all this. I've taken a beating or two in my day. In prison? Yeah, and other places. So this is nothing. One time in the pen, a couple of neo-Nazis tried to go after my friend Miguel. I dropped one with a punch, but the other one got me in the side with a shiv. Oh no! I had to stitch myself up in my cell. That was something. Oh my God. Hey, no one ever said life was easy, right? You finish wrapping up his wound. There, legs all done. Now let me get a look at the shoulder. Yeah, that's the part that really hurts. It might be dislocated or something could be torn. Is that all? I was gonna guess someone ripped it off and beat me over the head with it. Use some bandages to make a rough sling, gently guiding Flynn's arm into it. I don't want to risk making it worse. You'll need to get this looked at as soon as we get back into town. He nods, resigned, then glances up at you. Jamario, thank you, seriously. Anytime. After all, we're a team, right? Always. Aww. You squeeze his hand and help him up. You peer into the forest looking for, you're not exactly sure what. Soon you catch a glimpse of something shimmering through the trees. Ooh, is it a camera? Oh, it's water. Is that water? Crescent Lake. We must be pretty close to where the guy saw Kate. The Avalon could be anywhere. Our phones are dead. My radio's got nothing but static. We should sit tight and wait for help. What? What do you mean wait for help? Nobody knows we're out here. Or we could look around for a sign of Kate. Naomi heavies out a weary sigh. I know you want to do this by the book, but you said it yourself. Our phones are dead. You're not really going to just sit here, are you? No, God help me, but I'm not. I'm not going to take a look around. Oh, I'm going to take a look around. Good, and I'm coming with you. Looks like we'll be the three amigos then. Flynn takes a step after you and crumples to the ground with a cry of pain. Oh no, I'm so upset that he's hurt. Oh my gosh, so what if we swerved in and he didn't get hurt? Like, no. Okay. Dang it. I'm so sorry, but you have to stay here, O'Malley. Oh no, he has to stay. I gotta know if things would have been different. This game. If whoever was driving that Avalon shows up, well, I'm not sure you'll be able to protect yourself. She's right, Flynn. I can do it. Just give me a second. Flynn, you have to take care of yourself or you'll put Kate at risk. He gotta take care of himself. Kate is already at risk. Like, she is with her kidnapper, chilling, having a good old time, doing whatever in her dress. You have to take care of yourself. I know how important this is to you, but if you keep pushing, you could seriously hurt yourself, right? You're no use to Kate if that happens, right? Flynn frowns, obviously frustrated. Then his shoulders slump in resignation. You're right, I'll wait here. Oh no. You reach down, gently squeezing his good shoulder. His good shoulder, please. We'll be back soon, I promise. He gazes at you intently. Be safe out there, Jamario. I will, I promise. You know, she has the gun. I mean, I don't think the person would come back to a car crash. They would have thought that they would have killed us, right? Because I was like, should we just leave the gun with Flynn? But then again, we're exploring, so I don't know. I will, I promise. You and Naomi head into the forest, flashlights illuminating patches of dark undergrowth, the trunk of trees, their branches spidering out eerily overhead. I am nervous. I'm nervous. An owl hoots in the distance, sending shivers down your spine. Hoot hoot. Yeah, that wasn't creepy at all. Owls aren't that creepy, they're cute. There's plenty to worry about. I'm pretty sure I could protect you from owls. But their claws are really sharp though. You don't want them like swooping down at you. It'll mess you up. I'm gonna hold you to that. The two of you stay close together, eyes peeled for the smallest signs of your missing friend. I'm still trying to figure out the motive behind all this. Did Kate have any enemies? Just frenemies. Those are the ones we met at the bar yesterday. I mean, Kate's pretty outgoing, the life of every party, but people get jealous of girls like that. Still, it's a pretty big leap from jealous to drugging and kidnapping someone. I sure hope so. But do you think this is about Kate specifically and not her connection to the Sterlings? I don't know, just running over all the angles. You step over a log, following after Naomi as she shoves a path through some thick bushes. Probably should have asked this sooner, but do you have any idea where we're going? Not exactly, just looking for any sign that someone has been through here recently. Once we find one, we follow that. Have you ever done something like this before? I mean, look for a missing person. Not on the job, no. Oh, on the job. Does that mean you have off the job? Naomi glances back at you, frozen in place for a moment. I grew up in rural Wyoming. Like, really rural. Like, didn't get internet service till I was 10. Rural. That is a funny word. My parents had a ranch out there. We had a couple of farm hands who lived with us. One of them had this kid, Denny. When I was 13 and Denny was, I don't know, 6, he had this big fight with his dad and ran away. We didn't realize it until that night. He'd been missing for hours in the middle of winter. Oh my God. The nearest town was 3 hours away. So we all split up and set out on our own to find him. I remember being out there in the dark, lips cracking from the cold, shouting his name until I was hoarse. And did you find him? Thank God, yes. He'd fallen into an old quarry and broken his leg. He was pretty banged up, obviously, but he was alive. I carried him to the ranch on my back, and we got him to a hospital. He never ran away after that, tell you what. Naomi, that's amazing. I don't know about that. Lucky, maybe. I mean, you found him. Are you kidding? You were 13. You're like a superhero. You need to stop before I start blushing. So, how does a girl from rural Wyoming end up a deputy in Massachusetts anyway? It's actually kind of a long story. Suddenly, Naomi grabs your arm, her voice a harsh whisper. Turn your flashlights off. You fumble with the flashlight, pressing the light against your body until you can find the switch. Once you've managed, you turn to Naomi, barely daring to whisper. What is it? There's a building just up ahead. She presses a finger to her lips and tiptoes forward with you just behind. As you get closer, you can make out an old rundown cabin. With a dusk Avalon parked outside, its front bumper a smashed ruin. Betting that's no coincidence. Naomi draws her gun. Aw, snap, y'all. It's about to go down. Stay right behind me. You nod, eyes wide, heart racing. You follow her to a side door. See, I feel like if Flynn was here, he would have just ran up in there on some knuck if you buck energy and was like, hey, where my sister at? So I'm glad he's behind. Barely breathing, you step into a disheveled living room with a couch along one wall and a threadbare rug at the center. Your heart thunders in your chest, but you try to stay calm, sticking close behind Naomi. She pauses to peer at some muddy tracks on the floor. They look fresh. I'm guessing someone came in, grabbed something, and ran back out. The kidnapper? He knew we were close. Maybe he's covering his tracks. Just then, you hear a thud. What was that? We're not alone. Gun raised, Naomi motions for you to follow her. She creeps across the floor and into the kitchen. Something clatters and you both jump. Ah! Whoa! You lose your balance, crashing into Naomi. The two of you tumble together to the floor. So sorry. Just be glad I didn't shoot. Now you can't be shooting, nigga. Pretty sure we're not secret anymore. Naomi nods. You stand, dust yourself off, and stumble along the wall until you find a light switch. A huge rat scurries into its hole in the corner. Ugh, I hate rats. That explains the clattering just now, but what was the thud? It sounded bigger. Don't you think? Naomi doesn't respond. She's absorbed by a heavily padlocked door on the far side of the kitchen. The cabin was unlocked, but look at the size of the lock on this room. There must be something pretty important behind that door. Should we break it open? We sure as HE double hockey sticks have probable cause. Of course we're gonna do it. I think I saw some bolt cutters in a toolbox nearby. You dig around until you find the bolt cutters, then position them carefully and snip the lock clean off. Open sesame! The door swings open. You reach along the wall to find a light. Uh-oh, y'all. And step into a cobweb-filled room. Various tools are scattered on the floor. On the wall is a massive corkboard filled with pictures of the Sterlings. Ooh. Whoa. That's unnerving. Some of the photos are old, newspaper clippings, yearbook shots, but others are recent, clearly taken without the subject's knowledge. It looks like someone's been stalking them. Definitely, look at this one. Oh, they was walking somewhere. Stalker photo, I love it. Oh, check it out. Is that Pierce and Tanner at the shipyard? Yeah, they must have been on the job. Looks like it was taken by someone hiding nearby. God, that's incredibly creepy. Ooh, wait. I hope these fill in later. 5 out of 8. We got so many chapters to go. You found the stalker photo. Whoever lived here, whoever made this room, they're clearly obsessed with the Sterlings. Maybe they didn't like that Kate was marrying into the family. God, you don't think... I don't know. I just know we have to keep looking. There are a few other nooks and crannies to explore. You see an old desk, a beat up lockbox, and a manila envelope. Okay, let's look at the envelope first. Whoa, look at this. Inside the envelope is a stack of photos of Tanner and Scarlett cavorting on his yacht. Oh, snap. Further proof they were having an affair. She cocks her head to one side, squinting at a photo intently. Dear Lord, she's certainly flexible. Now, please. Blushing, you shove the photo back in the envelope. Okay, now we're gonna try the desk. Inside are stacks of papers labeled Sterling Shipping and Import Incorporated. These look like shipping records. Look at the way the shipments are circled. I think there's a pattern to it. It looks like they were interested in the crates from Eastern Europe. Interesting. Like the crate we hid behind that one time? Okay, the box. You lift the lid. Inside you find a loose weathered you find a few loose weathered pages and several elaborate charts. What are those? They look like genealogy charts. Whoa, these go all the way back to the 1600s. I wonder what that's about. Suddenly you hear a thud again. Oh no. Listen. Another thud. It sounds like it's coming from below. Kate, is that you? You kneel down and pound on the floor with your hand. The thuds come back, a perfect mimic of your own. There must be a basement under this cabin. Have you seen any steps heading down? No. But we can look for another way. I remember seeing a rug in the main room. You and Naomi rush back to the main cabin and throw aside the rug, revealing a trap door. Holy. It's heavy, but together you and Naomi manage to pry it open. A stale, musty smell rises up from the depths. It's too dark to see anything below. Kate, is that you? Someone's down there. You and Naomi scramble through the trap door and down a long ladder. Oh, please don't get trapped down there. Careful. At the bottom, Naomi finds a light switch. She flips it on and the two of you peer around the dirt-floored basement. At the other end, half hidden in shadow, is a figure of a woman. Kate! Who's I? We found her! You run to her, then stop short, frightened by the glassy, distant look in her eyes. She continues to mumble incoherently. Whatever they gave her is strong. Kate's hands are wrapped around a broken board, nails split and bleeding. Oh my gosh. Thud, thud. She keeps hitting it against the wall. Oh, Kate, oh my God, it's really you. You fling your arms around Kate. After a second, she drops the board, arms slipping around you gratefully. Tears stream down her face, and soon you're crying too, clutching her close. Jamario, how? Where? You're okay, Kate. That's all that matters. You're really okay. We found her. We found her. We found her. Okay, so we just got this clue. These are all we got. I think we did good. We have 11 total clues. We did it.